Hey, Ma. Hope you're doing good. A little surprise here for you. We decided to get together and do a little Mother's Day gift recording here. So we have in studio, we got Marianne from the youngest.
The caboose.
Yep. Teresa and Patty, myself, and then we got an empty seat right there. Brian, he'll get with you on that. Anyway, yep. So happy Mother's Day, happy birthday. Because May 10th is Mother's Day as well, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Our birthday is on Mother's Day.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So we don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to share some thoughts, some stories, some memories, and just hopefully have a good time, have a lot of laughs and everything, and just let you know how great you are. So we will go ahead and get started. Does anybody want to say anything to start us out? Anything off the top of your head? I do have some tales right here to get some conversation going, but maybe before we get started officially, I guess, do you have anything you want to say to kick it off? Yeah.
Okay.
Want to say this is a fabulous idea from Jackson. It was a very good idea.
Very good idea.
To get everybody together and
Appreciate
do this. Kudos to Jackson.
Yeah,
for
that's
his
right.
kudos.
It is.
And a very well deserved person to sit around and talk about. So
Oh, for
Yep.
sure.
happy birthday and happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Very good. So we've got 5 kids, 19 grandkids, and four,
Great
Yeah,
grand.
5.
5.
5.
You
Yeah.
have 4.
Oh, yeah.
She
I
has
thought-
5.
4.
I forgot about Enzo. Sorry. I've got 4.
Enzo will not be happy about that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yep. So she will be 78
Mm.
on May 10th. And I was joking with her today. I asked her if anybody at the reunion, because I told Amanda, I said, hey, I think Mom's will go to her reunion, her 60th, and people are going to say, hey, this is a 60th reunion, not a 30th. Well, you're at the wrong place.
That's right.
She's like,
She
she
looked
looks like
fabulous
she's-
last night. I saw her.
Mm-hmm.
She looks so
Yeah.
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Any other facts?
I did run into Marty Lee in Walmart, and his never ending, how's your mom?
Yeah.
I said, she's great.
Everybody always asks, is she still working?
Yep, that's right.
That's right.
She's
Yes,
still
she
working.
is.
Yeah, I had a few of those last night asking about mom and dad, and I said, yeah, she won't stop working because she likes spoiling the grandkids and grandkids too much, and honestly, she likes spoiling us too.
Yeah.
Continuously. So
Yeah.
Hey, and I think it keeps her going. I know that will have to
It
do with
keeps
her
you
podcast.
young.
It don't have anything to do with our little thing, but I
Why
mean,
not?
I think people that retire just stop.
right,
Okay.
yeah, a lot of them do, for sure.
Yeah, that was one of my notes that I had written down was that Mom is 77, still works full time. And when you ask her, like, Mom, why don't you, retire? Why are you still working? And one of her favorite things to do for sure is to be able to buy Christmas presents, birthday presents for all 5 kids, all 19 grandkids,
5 spouses.
and spouses and great grandkids. And she says, as long as I can do that, I'm going to continue to work. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So just to get some conversation started, we've got a little tales thing here. They've got like a couples edition, family edition, friends edition. This one's from the family edition here. Let's see. Okay. So, and this is made again. So we're thinking about our immediate family
Okay.
in these questions. So if someone wrote a book about this family, what would they title it?
Beautiful chaos.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. Surprised Patty didn't say the interrupters.
Wait, somebody named that a while ago when somebody asked that. I think you asked that a while ago about a book,
Did I?
and
Well,
everybody
now we know
wrote,
where he got it from.
I think I was probably telling about this on a Sunday dinner.
oh, maybe,
think I said
maybe,
it.
and somebody
I
did come
forgot.
up with the beautiful chaos thing.
Well, yeah. Well, I've
think it
said
was
that for
me,
years. It really, but
Yeah, it is very
it's
chaotic, but it's
chaotic.
also beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I
You
think that
know,
would be the perfect
it's-
title to the book about our family.
Well, something you're really grateful for about our family. So-
I think one of the biggest things I've always been proud of is how close we've all remained.
Mhm.
Even, as we've gotten older and we all have our own families and we all are going in different directions. And I hear a lot of people say that about our family
Mhm.
is that y'all are, y'all have stayed so close and
Well, we're blessed, but a lot of that ties back to mom,
yeah.
and making sure that, her feeding us every first Sunday,
Yeah.
not wanting any of us to have to bring anything. Every once in
Mhm.
a while she may ask, but she wants to supply the meal. She wants all of us to come over, be together. She wants to have as many activities as she can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even from the just from the Easter egg coloring,
Mhm.
she's making sure that's happening.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas I do think uh, a lot of mothers, grandmothers, and again, she's a great grandmother. Just the amount of energy and time and money that it takes to try and put those things together. One of the reasons that I believe we have stayed so close is because she has, just like you said,
Mhm.
putting that
Yep.
effort in there.
Yeah.
Mom's always been big on tradition. So, speaking of that, we've got Sunday dinners, first Sunday at her house. You've got the Easter egg coloring and hunting. You've got-
Halloween
You've got
pumpkin
the
carving.
fall,
yeah.
the pumpkin carving. And yeah, she's
Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
Christmas Eve,
yeah,
yeah.
Christmas Eve, always at her house, and
Her doing the black eyed peas and greens on New
New
Year's,
Year's
Day and
yeah,
Delivering.
delivering, or everybody come over here and get it, or
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah,
obviously willing to host any football game,
right.
that we all want to
Yeah.
get together and watch.
And we all do. We're all a part of that, and we do our part. But she's like
She's the engine.
she's
I
the
mean,
engine,
Mhm.
exactly. She's leads all that and makes sure. As a matter of fact, I asked her this past time that we were coloring eggs. I mentioned, because Teresa had mentioned that one of the ball games being on.
Right.
And,
That was just a joke.
Yeah.
well, no,
I don't know.
I was
There's a
being-
little bit of truth in that.
Well, there
Yeah.
was, but I think I sent out a text saying, everybody getting interrupted.
Exactly.
I think I sent a text to somebody saying, I'm about to mess with mom.
yeah, no.
Wasn't to me.
I
You
was
messed
just,
with me too.
I think it was Tristan.
Yeah.
I said, don't say anything. I'm about to send, because
Right.
anyway, go ahead.
well, the point I was trying to make was that there was a basketball game going on, the March Madness. So anyway, I called Mom and offered. I said, we could do the Easter egg coloring at our house if you want to, because we've got the TVs on the back porch and everything. And she said she appreciated it, but she really wanted to do it at her house just because it's a tradition, and she likes
Right.
the kids having those memories of doing it
At her
Mema's
house.
right?
Yeah.
That's cool. How do you think mom will be remembered, maybe from the future, from her posterity, children, grandchildren? What do you think? How will she be remembered?
Was one of the most
Yes.
selfless people that I know.
Yeah.
Somebody that goes above and beyond.
and giving and loving and wanting to make sure everyone is included, no one is left out,
That's right.
nobody's feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
Some families, a lot of families are and they can handle it because it's the way they've always been, but tell each other like it is.
Oh yeah.
But I was actually thinking about this the other day. Maybe I want to tell somebody like it was. I don't know. But like, yeah, I mean, like Ashley. I mean, he tells his sisters and his mama, like exactly what he's thinking, and they handle it. They're fine with it, But like, mom would never really allow us to be like that.
Right.
Mom ain't gonna allow that.
Mm.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I know Chris says all the time, just out of the blue, like if he'll be like, your mom is the sweetest lady. She is just the sweetest
Yeah.
lady.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she would do anything for anybody is really an understatement.
Right.
Like that there's no words to really describe that she would literally do anything for anybody. It's especially her family. But
Yeah. Because you can always do it once.
that's right. We'll maybe get into that later, the momisms. But if I've heard that once, I've heard 1,000 times.
Oh, you can always do something once.
Anything one time. You can,
That's good. I'm gonna make a note right now. Momisms,
Yeah.
kind of the.
Yeah.
Y'all never heard mom say that?
Oh, Marianne. Oh, yeah. Like,
No.
for
I mean,
instance,
I've heard it, but I don't know that I've ever
as an
heard.
example, going somewhere and I've got to get up and go to work the next morning, so I'm not going to go to the St. John's Town Center because I got to get up in the morning.
Right.
Well, you can do
Anything?
anything one
Once,
time.
yeah.
I always tell myself I can do anything one time. But she says that 1,000,000 times, so we're really doing it over and over.
She really,
one
she
time.
really tells herself that every day.
That's what I told her. I said, Mom, if you do it all the time, then it's not you're doing it just once.
But that's what she tells herself, when she's got to get up and go to work in the morning. But, she's driving back from
Jacksonville,
like seeing the boys off at their mission.
Right.
I can do anything once. So, yeah.
She did that about 4 times.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Are there any dishes or food that she cooked that you didn't care for growing up?
I got a few.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What we got? What we got?
Salmon patties and Brussels sprouts
Okay.
and
Brussels
paragaric that she made us take.
What?
Paragaric.
I think me and Patty were the only two that had to suffer that one.
Okay.
It was a medicine.
Okay.
It is
yeah.
not
And
legal
the
anymore.
It's
Brussels
not
in the
legal
US.
anymore. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
Okay.
Because it's
Because it's
poison.
illegal.
It's evil.
She didn't know that at the time.
No, yeah.
We
No,
think-
salmon patties and Brussels sprouts is about the only two things I can remember from growing up that
Right.
I just
Salmon and rice. I remember salmon and rice.
maybe that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
salmon
salmon
and
and
rice.
rice,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Brussels
So,
sprouts.
the
for me.
Brussels sprouts, I will definitely add amen to because she made me eat one of those disgusting baby cabbages. I could gag thinking about it.
They are so good.
Yeah, and anyway, but that and for me, liver and onions. But
Oh,
I know
I
Teresa loved it,
love
but I
liver and
couldn't stand when
onions.
she
I like
fixed
liver
that.
and onions.
No,
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Mom,
Did
can you
she
make that?
Try to
Yeah.
feed me that?
What, liver and onions? Yeah. I don't
yeah,
think you can
I-
buy liver anymore.
Yeah, you
yeah,
can too.
I love liver and onions.
I
no,
do.
yeah.
she used to
That's-
make that.
I
It
like that.
stinks the whole house up.
I don't think she ever fed me that. She probably told me it was a hamburger.
Yeah. So liver and onions again is more of a cheaper food, right? I mean, liver. It's a cheaper kind of meat,
Yeah.
right?
Full of iron.
But you're
Yeah.
definitely supposed to eat it, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. People that are sick, you really maybe by the time I came up and I could really remember stuff, y'all were out of the house, so she could afford more expensive meats, and I didn't have to eat
I
liver.
don't think that she made it because it was cheap. I mean, a lot of people just love that. I mean,
Yeah,
Teresa
I
loves
love
liver
it.
and
Okay.
onions, but it does have a smell. And
Yeah.
you said you like liver and onions.
I like
so,
liver and onions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes!
And
I can't think of any.
and we didn't have
food.
to. I didn't ever have I don't remember having the Brussels sprouts experience. I think they may have learned because you didn't like them either, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think she
I
may
love
just-
them now.
Okay.
But now that I've
Roasted
learned
or-
how to cook them,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Mom didn't have.
Mom
Mom didn't have to cook
I don't think
work on that,
anybody
Mom.
did. Yeah. Listen,
We didn't have air fryers.
well, or Pinterest.
Yeah, right. All right. Favorite dish. What's your favorite dish, Mom?
One of
No,
my
probably
favorite
hard to-
dishes for sure is her just a roast in a pot with the stew beef or roast beef and rice
Potatoes
and gravy
and
and potatoes
carrots.
and carrots and and all that. It's one of my favorite dishes that she cooks.
One of my favorites would be waking up school mornings and fritters.
Oh, fritters.
Fritters and peanut butter.
Yeah, that's a good
Speaking of
one.
the morning breakfast, as though I remember, I don't know if y'all remember, but Mom would wake up and cook probably 5 different things if we all wanted something different.
Mhm.
You know how many mornings I had a French fry sandwich for breakfast?
Oh wow.
Right.
What?
And she would do it.
I never had one of those. Breakfast.
She'd make me a French fry sandwich, somebody else something else. She always did
Well,
that.
just talking about that is something that is a wonderful memory, is her waking up and always making breakfast.
Yeah.
Like I never had to go to school and eat school breakfast or go
Right.
hungry because I
Right.
didn't have it. She made us breakfast,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Like, I can't say that I've done that every single morning for my
No.
kids, you
No.
know. I'm like, hey, grab you a bar. You know, or
Yeah. I think one of my favorite things that she makes is the Salisbury steak with the gravy.
Oh,
that
that
gravy
too.
she puts on
Yeah.
the rice and
Yeah.
stuff.
And,
And banana pudding.
oh yes.
I
banana
texted her the other day.
pudding.
I had Dolly Parton's banana pudding in Nashville, and it did not even come
Touch.
close.
Yes.
Stephen won't touch banana pudding except for mom's.
Oh, yeah.
And
good.
her, and she makes the best French fries, like
Mm.
homemade
Oh,
French
Oh,
fries.
yes.
Holy
Homemade
cow,
French
yeah.
fries, and the best pimento cheese
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. And the crab dip.
and the crab dip. Yeah, yeah.
My senior year for basketball, I got a steak.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
I know. You and Brian did. Y'all got steak, baked potato,
For what now?
Texas toast.
every game, every home game, because we were able to come home. If it was a away game, we had to be on the road. But every
Right.
home game, I got a steak before.
Oh, yeah,
Before
definitely
the-
didn't get that.
No, I didn't either.
Neither.
Brian did too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Brian
understand
got
that.
them too.
I
Gotta
have
have that
another
protein.
add to that. Just
Yeah.
The food.
Well, yeah, and just a memory. Just different times leaving to go somewhere, whether it be early in the morning. I'm trying to think where we would go, but even like going over to state conference on a Sunday morning, or leaving to go anywhere, and she would make an egg sandwich
Mhm.
and wrap it up all nice. She always like wraps the sandwiches up, and hands them to you already like wrapped in a paper towel. I don't know. It's a memory of hers that
Yeah.
she'll, or even if we pick up something to eat, like she always gets it ready and like wraps it up all nice so that she can hand it to you, like if you're driving or whatever, that
That's cool.
just a little memory.
A little memory as far as an egg sandwich goes was so I don't know if it was my junior and senior year, or if it was just my senior. No, it couldn't have been my senior year because it was just me and Mom. But at some point, we were living with Granny and Papa, me, her, and Granny and Papa, and Granny did a lot of the grocery shopping. And 2 mornings in a row, like Mom made me an egg sandwich. The first morning I got it and, bit into it. I threw that thing out the window. I'm like, this is nasty. I don't know what she's done, but this is nasty. And I forgot to say something to her, like when I got home from school. So the next morning, same thing, get my egg sandwich. I'm heading out the door. Buy that thing, same thing. Like, it is disgusting.
Like, what's
I'm like,
disgusting
what
about
is
it?
just the taste of it?
I can tell you what. I'm gonna let her finish, but I can tell you what it is.
Anyway, so I finally, when I come home that day, I don't know if I just remembered or what, I'm telling Mom, I'm like, this is nasty. And Granny had bought Miracle Whip and not mayo, and convinced Mom that I wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, that's disgusting.
It was awful.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Is that what you thought it was?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, 100%.
okay.
I can taste that Miracle Whip right
Yeah,
now.
oh, yeah.
It's
It
not
is
a good
horrible.
taste. Yeah, I don't know who invented that.
Yeah.
All right. So what's a piece of advice that you have received from Mom that's had an impact on your life?
You can do anything one time.
Oh, that's funny.
I always mom's big on the power of the mind, kind of like you can do anything one time. Visualization.
Visualization.
So uh, the advice just to kind of think things out in your mind, see yourself doing it, practice it in your mind just as much as you practice it physically doing it, and that's always been a big one. So I still
I've tried to pass it down to my kids, but they don't believe me.
right.
Yeah, she's always told that to us and like the grandkids, and I know personally, like Reagan. I mean, I think one of the things that she got that from was, what was the book?
The power of positive thinking.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she gave that book to Reagan,
Right.
and Reagan to this day uses the visualization, and relates it to mom.
Right.
Just visualizing how powerful the mind is.
So actually, this comes up here. Classic things that mom says. Can you the momisms that you mentioned?
I beg to differ.
You 2-1.
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I bet you 2-1. And she also has that finger. When she starts to tell you something, she'll get that finger wagging. Well, I don't know. This isn't really a mom-ism, but one of the funny things about mom is, and Marianne, we always talk about this, is she can hear something from one of us, whether it's an opinion on something, or maybe it's a story that she's heard or whatever. And a few days later, she will steal that opinion or story and claim it as hers.
Like it's hers. Like that, Mom. You just heard me say that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Exactly. She gets tickled
It
too
is
whenever we
funny.
tell her.
That is funny.
I just
Yeah.
said that, Mom. You got that from me. No, I didn't.
That's funny.
Any favorite stories?
So Mom has this thing when she is trying on clothes. It can be in Target and Buckle, at my house. It doesn't matter where it is. And she gets on her shirt or her pants, whatever it is. And when she gets in front of the camera, in front of the mirror, she kind of turns to the side and she likes to do a little fake yawn. She's like, and I'm like, Mom.
I've never seen her do that, but I've never been in the
I
dressing room with
hadn't
her either.
No, it's not in the dressing room.
No, even when she comes out. She did it at my house the other day.
Marianne's the one that
I'm going to have her try on something just to see.
Yeah. Oh, no, she does it.
I never picked up on it until Marianne told me, and now ever since she told me that, she does it all the time.
Oh, every time. Every time she said that. And so when I'll pick on her about it, she's just at the house and she did it. And I'm like, Mom, are you tired? What are we yawning for? Okay. And she's like, well, what's the difference in me doing that and Marianne being like, ooh, I'm like, well, that's like me really getting into my outfit. Like, you're yawning and you're not even really yawning.
Yes,
that's funny.
I know we talked a little bit about sacrifices. Any sacrifices? She's sacrificed her entire life, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
I think getting on a plane to Okinawa twice was probably a pretty big sacrifice. She
Right.
doesn't like to fly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially one of the planes sounded like it was about to fall apart, it sounds like. I think it was on y'all's trip.
I think it was on our trip. They had the mechanic people running up and down the runway, the aisle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right before we took off.
Mhm.
You remember that?
Yeah. Mom was very nervous.
Well, that was that was my first time flying. And, we're leaving Jacksonville, going to Memphis, Tennessee. And then from Memphis, Tennessee to LA to Taipei, and Taipei to Naha.
Mhm.
And so we're leaving Jacksonville, going to Memphis, and they're going to move our seats so that we can all be together. So I thought they were going to put us in the emergency exit. But because I wasn't 16, they had asked me all these questions, and they're like, basically like, if the plane starts falling apart. Can you open up the door? And I'm like, and Mom's like, say yes, Marianne. And I'm like, yes. And then she goes on and asks me another question, and I'm like, and Mom goes, say yes, Marianne. And I said, yes. And the lady's like, I'm not comfortable with this. This is in first class.
Wow.
Right.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that happening.
Yeah. Mom's like, say yes, Marianne.
Yeah.
So I think of two stories. First one, we're down, I think maybe in Daytona, and Marianne. It's in the evening time. Marianne's next to the pool, and I can't remember if Mom's fully clothed or not. I think she is.
Wow.
I think she.
I mean, are we in a bathing suit?
Well, we're at the pool, so I don't know if she's in
Okay.
a bathing suit or I think she's fully clothed.
Okay.
I'm 99% sure.
Versus a bathing suit.
Versus a
not
bathing
not
suit,
versus
because
naked.
it's what it is it's evening
Like in a nude
time.
beach?
All the kids just wanted to get, we had all wanted to get back in the pool before they
Right.
closed it.
Right.
And so she's like, okay, yeah, we'll go down there. And so she just, well, Marianne actually falls in the deep end. And actually, as she's hitting the water, Mom is diving in
the water.
and swooping her out.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's because you were like 2 or 3 years old or whatever it
Okay,
was and stuff.
okay.
So the other one is when we are, I
On
think
the
it's,
beach.
was this when when we went to Disney, but did the elevator situation where it was about to close on you and she yanks you back? Do you remember that?
I don't know. Sound like I was a problem child.
I just remember we're about to get on the elevator,
Uh-huh.
and
Those things don't stop for
me and
nothing.
Brian, we're a little bit ahead of y'all. It opens
Uh-huh.
up. We go ahead and get on, and of course, we're teenagers, so we're not thinking about holding the door or anything like that
Right.
and stuff. So the door start closing, and versus you stepping back, you step forward to go through, and Mom grabs that shirt and snatches
I do. Seems like I do
snatches
remember
you
that
back.
now. Yeah.
Stuff. So
Yeah. Well, didn't I get lost at Daytona? Only I wasn't really lost.
I
Wasn't
think I
she
do
like
remember
yelling
something
for
like that.
me
Yeah.
and asking y'all, and I was sitting there standing
Yeah.
right beside her, and she's like turning in circles, and everywhere she turned, I turned.
Oh yeah,
I
so
think,
you were right at her legs.
Yeah.
but she didn't see you.
Right.
Yeah.
Funny.
She's like yelling for me.
Yeah. So what was you? Did you have another?
No, those were the two.
Those are two. Okay.
Yeah.
When you say like when it comes to mind as far as sacrifice, then I mean one of the things that I've always that stands out, and Teresa can vouch for this, Marianne too, but growing up, we were, I wouldn't say poverty, but we were on the poorer side. Dad had several back surgeries and couldn't work, and Mom always made sure that we all had, the new clothes, that tried to stay in style, all that stuff.
Mhm.
Mom would wear like our
Hand me down
clothes,
old stuff.
our old
Right,
shoes,
right.
our old bras.
Yeah.
I mean, Mom, for the longest time growing up, I never knew of Mom getting new clothes. Like we had the clothes and the shoes. She wore our stuff whenever she was, when we got
Yeah.
tired of it.
Wow.
And then also when I was in high school, Mom worked 3 jobs. She worked at the insurance company, Blue Cross Blue Shield. She waitressed
Western Sizzling.
at Western Sizzling.
And I will always forever
And-
remember the way she smelled.
Yeah. And she worked at Avon
Mhm.
and did all of that.
Yeah.
so
and
that-
managed to go to all the sports.
Yeah, but she did all that
Oh,
so that she could buy us prom dresses for prom,
mhm.
pay for like my senior cruise, things like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Literally working herself to the bone, and still managed to make ball games and things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But so that we could, we never felt. I don't remember ever feeling like I was
Missing out.
poor or missing
Right.
out.
Right. Yeah.
Because she always made sure that we
And she's
had it.
made sacrifices that none of us have ever had to even
had
experience.
to make exactly.
Just the working and trying to still make all the games and never
Complained.
Complain.
never complained, but also like being like once we got home and stuff, I don't ever remember feeling like she showed it. Like it never seemed like she was exhausted. Like I never thought,
Right.
Mom, you seem kind of tired. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean,
Right.
she definitely didn't show
She'll
it.
cook
I mean, I know
supper.
sometimes like I'll walk around, but I'm exhausted.
Your way, it's like, how in the world she get by without an energy drink?
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
I think Mom's she's always been good. I love her laugh and just
Mhm.
getting involved or just laughing at the situation
Yes.
and her her big smile and laughing. One time in particular, she's dropping for our 8th grade dance, homecoming dance or something, and she's dropping me and Jill Jacobs off. And as we're pulling through the parking lot, she's dropping us off. Of course, the seats are covered, with a blanket so to cover the tears and stuff in the seats and
Oh,
everything.
Mhm.
But that belt starts squealing. I mean, right in the middle, like right, everybody's around. And this car's
Is this the green car?
It wasn't the green car; it was the blue
Cutlass
Yeah,
Sierra or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Anyway, it goes to just squealing as loud as can be and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, just duck down, Jill, so I'm ducking down, and anyway, and mom's just laughing.
Tickling,
Yeah,
just
she's just laughing,
laughing.
laughing about it and stuff. So
Yes, Mom definitely has a good sense.
good sense of humor. That's right. Yeah,
That's so
taking it in.
funny. One more
yeah,
sacrifice.
absolutely.
Mom, with every one of us, when she was pregnant, had severe morning sickness and threw up for the whole entire 3 months, but always was cooking supper. I'm sure, and y'all know how morning sickness. I mean, just feeling nauseous, having to cook,
Mhm.
and while you're sick. I don't know how she did that.
Wow.
But cooking and throwing up and still going to work, still making dinner for the families, doing her thing, and no complaining. Of course, I can remember her being pregnant with y'all,
Right.
but anyway,
I do remember her being pregnant with Mary Ann, and
Mhm.
I remember making some cookies and stuff and taking it in there in her bed.
Aw.
Yep.
yeah.
Because I just
Probably why I
remember,
like sweets.
I don't know, was she bedridden at all at the very end with Mary Ann? Do you remember if she was or not? I just remember her being in bed and us taking.
No, I did feel like that there was something in the end that kind of made her have to slow down. Because I remember, wasn't it Victor and Dad that had to come and get her and take her?
Well, that was when she was in labor with Brian. That they had
No,
to
because this was at the burnt house that I remember, the house that burnt,
Oh,
yeah,
where he's
that's
helping
where she
her
was
walk down the stairs and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't. I do feel like there was something, but I can't 100% say that.
yeah.
I don't
Do you
remember.
But it was
I
Mary Ann that she was pregnant with when Victor passed away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She found out the same weekend.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm getting confused then. I knew there was something with Victor while she was pregnant.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
so
thinking
he
of.
wouldn't have come help Dad
Yeah.
unless you were like
But
seeing
but
an
it
angel.
but it was
Yeah.
Victor that she was in labor, in full blown labor, and couldn't hardly walk to the car. And Victor was with Ron when she was pregnant with Ron.
Oh well, maybe
Had to
that's-
help her get her to the car, her and Dad, because she was in
Okay.
such terrible labor that she couldn't even hardly walk in between the.
I'm getting my memories mixed up.
Control.
So yeah, so
Right.
I did remember that for some reason. I don't.
Yeah.
What's so how well, we do things when we're kids, hide them from the parents, but then later on as we get older, we're like, hey, by the way, we did this or that, So what's some of those memories that have confessed to Mom over the years that you did that hid?
Honestly, if I this to me is almost kind of sad in a way, right? But I have nothing to say. I mean, I literally I focused on my sports. I didn't do anything. I
Right.
literally I've lived a boring life other than
Yeah,
obviously the obvious,
Get
and
knocked
then
up.
she caught me out the gate. So
I thought you were about to confess to something and be like, "Well, I have nothing to say." Like,
no,
like no explanation.
but
So you don't have
it's
any-
good
yeah.
that I have nothing to say. But like
That's
when
right.
a rite of passage, I literally have nothing to
Right.
say that I ever hid from mom.
That's funny.
The only thing that I in 5th grade, I didn't do my homework, and I actually got paddled. And was new 5th grade teacher, Mr. Tommy, and he had it with all of us not really listening to him, you know, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so I didn't do my homework, got paddled. And you know, back then, the little teeny tiny Bibles that they used to hand out to you, like
Yeah.
the little ones.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
So I took that pink slip and I folded it up and I tucked that thing in that Bible. I never got it signed. Thankfully, she never found out until after I graduated.
That's funny.
And then I took it to her.
That's funny.
Here, can you sign this?
That's right, yeah.
But I kept it in my Bible.
There you go. Yeah.
I took snuck out and took the car one night. One night, that was crazy. It was me and a couple of our friends, and we went.
That mom doesn't know about till today. I mean,
I don't recall if I've told her that or not, but I just remember that was one of the scariest moments of my life because my friends talked us into it, and we took the car and almost ran out of gas and managed to get back and get my. I honestly don't remember how far we went, but I remember it wasn't just right down the road. I don't know if I told mom that or not.
You did now.
So Brian has a good one about him and Billy. It was that old Oldsmobile, the not
The black one?
yeah black whatever. While they were working, so it was during the summertime, and it was still there at the house anyway, and they're probably 14 years old anyway. They ended up cranking that thing up and taking it down all the way down to Central, past where Andrew and Kristen live now, where Jerry used to live. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they go to turn around, and it ends up shutting off on them. And as they're crossing Central, and so anyway, they ended up it cranks back up and stuff. But they managed to get it back to the house, and they go park that thing, and like, okay, here we're good. but mom knows about that one.
Do you have any, Jackson?
No, I don't have any. I hadn't fessed up to. I think one of the funniest ones is stuffing our pants when we're getting getting ready to get spanked, and she didn't. I still don't this day. I don't know how she didn't. I'm watching up underneath the door. Brian get spanked. I've already gotten spanked. Brian's in there getting spanked, and a sock falls out of his shorts onto the ground, and I don't know how mom didn't see it. Anyway, but he really quick put his foot on top of the sock, and anyway, she never knew
That
it.
is funny.
That is funny. Yeah. But mom loved it. Her punishment of choice was always the switch.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
To
to the
this
point to
day.
where she broke one off and took it to Tristan.
Really?
Yeah.
For Tristan to use.
Yes.
Right.
She's
Right.
like,
She's
here.
a firm believer in that switch. Yep.
That's
Hey, mom ain't
funny.
worried about protecting her grandkids and
That's right, yeah.
great grands. She's like, here, use this.
Yeah. He's worked really
She
well.
wants them to behave. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let's back up a second. Talking about momisms or whatever. Now, this isn't necessarily a saying, but it was something she kind of harped on was reputation.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Reputation. That's
that was
right.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must be where I get that from then, and
Yeah.
telling the kids when they go out, to
Yeah.
remember who you are, remember who you
right.
represent,
Mm-hmm.
remember your last name.
That's
Yeah.
when she was leaving for the reunion last night out of my driveway.
Did
I
you
said,
tell her?
I wish I would have thought to say that, but I said, remember who you are, choose the right.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. I
Well,
remember.
'cause
I remember when we first moved to Brantley. There was a girl that Mom did not like Patty was hanging out with, and
Yeah.
she ended up making her change. Which I did that to Tristan. I took Tristan out of the school and sent her to a whole nother school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Mom's always said, I mean, a reputation is very, very easy to get a bad reputation. Very difficult to build it
Back up, yeah.
So you can lose it like that. Yeah, she's always preached us as far as, you may not be guilty of doing this or that, but if you could be guilty by association, and
Yeah.
having a good reputation is a big deal for sure.
So what's something that you did as a kid that maybe Mom would love to brag about you? Can you think of anything? A quality you have? It's okay to.
Well, Mom always told me I should have been a lawyer.
Yes, right. Yep.
Because she said I'm very good at arguing and making points.
Yep.
And Ashley would agree.
Yeah.
Something that we were a kid that when we were a kid.
Yeah. Well, just kind of, I mean, 0 to 18 or anything that maybe you can remember her saying, even to you, that she was really proud of.
I know with Teresa, I'm speaking for you, but she was always she always bragged on you for reading the scriptures.
No, yeah.
When you were
Yeah.
no, really when you were young, like
I
when
didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah.
when we weren't real active in church,
Teresa was going by herself for a time. I remember
would go
that.
by herself, and Teresa was very, very good at reading the scriptures, even when during the time that Mom at that point wasn't taking us to church on a regular basis. She was always real proud of Teresa for doing
Yep.
that.
She never told me that. I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting.
good.
Like I didn't even know that like you were going like
Mhm.
without them. That's cool.
I'm trying to think because I'm sure I can't think of anything specific,
Right.
but I'm sure she
She
thinks
was-
I'm good at something.
Yeah. I know she's always.
Surely I did something.
Yeah. She's always really, proud of our sports accolades and things like that
Yeah.
and stuff. Really, really happy about
always
that
said
and stuff.
She's
So,
very
yeah,
proud that she has 5 good kids.
yeah,
And you would think with having 5 kids that we would, 5 of us, it would feel like you'd have to fight for attention or whatever. But Mom has always been very good at making us all feel like we're
Right.
special,
Right,
yeah.
as individuals.
Yeah. All right.
Well, what about you?
Yeah. Justin's like, we all know.
Yeah, I didn't put any gray hairs in her head. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I can't think of anything specific. Here's one superpower. What's Mom's superpower? If she's only got one.
That's the hard thing.
So I
is
just narrowed it down to
only
one.
have one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's each say a different one.
Okay.
Okay.
I would say, I'm just going to, again, there's 1,000, but I would say the Energizer Bunny.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah.
She, even in all her sicknesses and all the stuff she has going on right now with her iron. And I know what it's like to have low iron and not have any energy,
Yeah.
but she doesn't stop.
Okay.
She doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Taking care of her yard. All that work that she did in her yard for all of us coming over to do. I probably would have done my yard and then been like, I'm too tired to have y'all over.
Yeah.
Right.
I know,
Patty,
I
we'll
know.
go to your house.
Yeah.
I know sitting here talking about Mom makes me really feel bad about myself.
Right.
I'm like, well, I need to step it
Yeah.
up.
For
Yeah,
real.
but she doesn't. She doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She
would
doesn't
say
stop.
the ability to find the good in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But then why was she so worried about our reputation? I'm just kidding.
Patience.
Yeah, kind of leaning towards mine is I would say for the ability to forgive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm. That's a big one.
and it is because I hadn't figured that one out.
Right.
Yet.
Yeah, for sure.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did y'all bring any topics, anything that's jumped into your mind as we've been sitting here talking? Anything that you have?
One of the things that I have written down is when it comes to her grandkids, that she doesn't, all through the years, she doesn't just watch them or babysit. Whenever she would come over to keep our kids, she's playing with them.
Yeah.
She's doing hide and go seek. She's doing tug of war. She's crawling under our deck with the kids. Playing all the dodgeball and all the things. I mean, Mom doesn't just come over and keep kids.
And she does that with
she's
Tristan's now.
yeah.
I mean, to this
She's-
day, she's
right.
out there doing
very, very
Driving around
interactive.
active
Yeah.
grandmother, Mema.
and
you
or
know.
making up games. I mean, I
Making
know
up
she. I mean,
games.
one of the ones that she made up with some of mine was she go get the laundry basket
right.
and play basketball.
Yeah,
Basically in the laundry basket.
the slip and
you
slide,
know.
getting slip and slide out there and stuff. She's not just okay. You're going to Mema's, or Mema's coming over to keep you. Like my kids were always so excited because Mema got out there and was doing all the things with them. She played with them. She wasn't just the adult watching them.
Making
you
sure
know.
they didn't burn the house down.
That's right. She's literally, all my kids have memories of her, being just the coolest Mema.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and talking about, even when she, like with us, the ability to make all of our events, our sporting events, with me not living by, I mean, the amount of trips Mom would come out if Dylan was in a play or to watch volleyball or just if Dylan's choir or something. I mean, she always made those trips, even for my kids.
Yeah.
Right, and she's doing her schedule.
An Excel spreadsheet.
Is that what she does?
Yeah.
But
She
as far as being able, as far as the time and hours and earning the extra time off or what have you, so she could do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Is
You're
what I'm
talking
saying.
about her work schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, she'd
right.
skip lunch to add
Skip
that
lunch.
30 minutes back
That's
to her
right.
time.
That's
of
right.
work.
So
Exactly.
she could leave 30 minutes early to
Early,
go
right.
to the JV games or the middle
That's
school
right.
games.
Yeah.
But then she'll leave Pierce County and run over to Nahana. She'll watch Ainsley play
Right.
her game and then run over to catch Nathan's game.
That's right.
Right.
The second
Yeah.
half.
Is that right?
It's just,
Doesn't matter. She's
pay
there.
full price, get in the second half, whatever,
Right.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
really, stop and think about that for a second. I mean, literally, she has something like an Excel spreadsheet, and so I can get half of this game, go over and get half of this another kid's game.
Well, I mean, just like yesterday. I mean, I'm taking pictures of Nathan's prom, and she's got somewhere to be, but she's going to swing by.
right. And
You
she had already swung by here for Lily's
Lily's.
pictures
for
Mhm.
Lily's,
Yeah.
right,
stuff. So
and then still went to her 60th reunion.
still in
Yeah.
her 60th reunion, but sometimes she does mess them up because Lily's game was at 6:30 the other day, and she thought it was at 7:30.
Yeah, she told us.
We got to
7:30.
tighten up that Excel
Yeah.
spreadsheet.
That's
How could you
Get it together.
That's
How could you get confused about the game times? You have nothing else to do.
That's right.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that is. I'm going to tell you right now. There's not a lot of grandparents that.
First of all, that
that
even
much-
attend.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. I mean, yeah,
But then
but Mom does not want to miss anything, and it's one of the things that she's always said about dating
Somebody else.
someone else, or if she doesn't want
Right.
anything interrupting
Right.
her
Stuff.
time with her grandkids and kids
yeah,
and
her
great
family.
grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Wow.
That's wow. That's the first time you
Do what?
said you said wow like it was the first time you'd heard it.
No. All right. Anything else you have, Patty, that you had prepared?
that we haven't talked
No,
about.
Dad. No.
It's funny how we
Patty's
just
got good notes.
we
over there.
naturally have hit on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have. Go ahead.
Okay. So here's a good one.
Mhm.
If you had to hide a body, would Mom come and hide it with you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for
Would she?
sure.
Yeah, she about took somebody out at one of the basketball
I
games
did-
for me.
We about to go out of her.
She would definitely have 100% have our back, but now her guilty conscience.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Depends on if we did we kill the person?
I don't know.
Basically,
I
she's
don't know.
got
I
our-
think
she's got
Mom
our
would come
back.
up with the whole plan to make sure
Right.
we didn't get caught.
Right.
Yeah. And she'd take the blame
That's
herself.
That's right.
I'm
For
just
sure.
glad y'all all know that I'm y'all's ride or die. All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad every one of y'all know I'm the one that's got y'all's back.
What was that that text that we had
It was
the other day? It was kind of about that, wasn't it?
It was. It was which sibling, which what was it?
What? Yeah.
Something about having your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't never
but
respond because I
think-
thought it would be all of us.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, no.
I think everybody.
Yeah.
I think we would all have our
Who was the
back.
first or something?
It was
like
it was an order. It was like a ranking order
A
or
ranking
something.
order.
Yeah, who would? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
I know, I think we all
yeah, and I
would,
think
for sure.
yeah,
Right.
and then y'all hurt my feelings and shut it down because I started bringing in the spouses.
Oh yeah.
Patty, we were just talking about.
Yeah, this is,
I was
Calm
try-
down
I was,
over there.
I was trying to have
Calm
fun.
yeah.
That was funny.
What's a smell that reminds you of your childhood? I've got one.
I know
I've got one.
100%.
it reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah.
the way that Dad,
Paragon.
Patty, and Brian smell in the mornings.
It's supposed to be about
Excuse
Mom.
me, this will be edited out.
Do they not have
No,
a
this is-
smell? 100%.
It's genetic.
I don't know
That's
what
hilarious.
sleeping smell that is. Y'all got it.
Funny.
No, the one no, seriously, the one her coming home from Western Sizzling.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
will
yeah, you
never
mentioned
forget that smell.
Well, it's not specific to Mom, but it comes from Mom's side. Is
Garlic.
the garlic?
Mhm.
Walking into Granny and Papa Myers'
Mhm.
house, and you've got the garlic smell.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
There's no nothing more distinct
Yeah.
than walking into Granny. And it's not a
Yeah.
bad smell
No.
to
No.
me. I mean, I like
No,
garlic.
yeah.
It's just a garlic.
It's
It's
garlic.
just,
It's strong.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
what would y'all
Right.
say now?
Sulfur. What do you mean now? Like
What-
now?
Like what smell would you say now?
Japanese cherry blossom.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Japanese cherry blossom. Yeah, it's her
okay.
lotion.
That's what she
Her
wears.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Her,
couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, you would recognize it though.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
If our family reunion had a talent show, what would your act be? And we can make this specific to Mom. What would her act be?
Belly
dancing.
belly
There you go.
dancing.
The Tahitian.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or hula. I mean, she
With
can do the hula hoop.
Yeah,
Can't
she can hula hoop really good. But yeah, I think the Tahitian
Mom
dance.
does love a hula hoop.
She does. Yeah, I can't do one to save
She
my
does.
life.
Can't either.
That and dancing, like her and Max,
Mhm.
they're dancing. So some form of
I remember her and Dad winning a Daytona dance contest on
Mhm.
one of the vacations we had.
They do.
oh really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
That was the same summer that you fell in the pool.
And
the
got
same.
lost at the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an eventful trip. Yeah, her and Dad.
Yeah.
They had that. What?
Old time rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know if it's
Jitterbug?
Jitterbug. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll have for sure.
In what ways? And this some of the stuff we've kind of touched on. In what ways do you feel your childhood was more fortunate than others? Can you think of anything like that?
I mean, I think just having
Having her just
There-
there being
well, yeah.
there-
I mean, just being. I mean, the person she is in general.
right.
Just, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, I think it accounts. It. I don't know if the accounts is the right word, but it says a lot. With, I mean, she's got 5 kids that are all independent,
Right.
good. I mean, none of us have ever really been in trouble. I mean, it says a lot
Right.
about, you know, how we were raised
Right.
because of her,
Yeah.
you know, for us all to be where we are. A lot of families don't have that,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yep.
One thing that has always stood out in my mind, one specific incidents,
Instance.
Incidents.
incidents. Yeah, one of those. That just kind of epitomizes her. When Ashley and I was pregnant with Kennedy, and Ashley lost his job. We had to foreclose on our house. Had to live with Ashley's sister and husband those last few months of my pregnancy. And this is in Savannah, so mom's in Waycross, of course, working probably at least 2 jobs. And my water broke, and Ashley was supposed to be making arrangements to get us into an apartment. I've got Madison and Reagan, so 2 small kids, and pregnant with my third, and my water breaks, and I'm just like, obviously going to labor, and I'm like, I cannot believe I've got to go home back to my sister-in-law's house. I mean, with a newborn baby and 2 kids, like
not just your home.
No mom. I mean, yeah, nobody wants to do that. It has nothing to do with Tiffany, but just wanting to be in my own house. It was just a terrible time. And while I'm in the hospital, of course, she's there with my labor, and she was there with all 5 or 4 kids. But Ashley managed to get an apartment, and then she, with Ashley's help and other people, I think Stephen might have been there, anyway, unpacked and set our apartment up. And I mean, unpacked everything, not just got boxes and stuff in there. And when I came home with Kennedy, I mean, everything in my kitchen set up, beds made, candles going, food made for us, and just like
That's
she
cool.
made sure that I came home to a home versus, and she, I mean, and you can, I mean, Ashley will tell you, she was like behind that, like making sure she's got to come home to her own house, so.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah, I'd never heard that story either.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's good.
one of a very good memory of her just making sure that she was looking out for me,
right,
and
right.
knowing that I wouldn't want to have to go back to somebody else's house. All of our stuff had been packed up in storage, so yeah.
So off of that, one thing about her is she's going to make sure you got something to eat.
Oh yeah,
she's going to make sure you're fed. Like in a time like that,
yeah,
or anytime. I mean, it doesn't matter if there's ever been anything and not feeling good, whatever, if she thinks that she needs to help you out and make you a casserole or, whatever, she's going to make sure you ain't going hungry. That's with me anyway.
No, she is like that. I mean, she's making sure Brian has food to go, making him a plate to go to lunch for work or whatever. Yeah.
Having the chocolate, homemade chocolate milk or hot chocolate,
yeah.
hot chocolate powder.
Yeah.
I got a kind of a funny story that Chris always has of mom that he will tell often that has always cracked him up. Maybe we can do that. Maybe if y'all have your spouses have, of course, y'all probably didn't ask, but anyway, I'll never forget, we were living in Lejeune, and her and Jackie had come up. They had driven up together to see me and Chris and Dylan, and Chris was getting on to Dylan for some reason. I mean, Dylan would have only been 2 or 3, so I can't remember what the situation was. But Chris, being typical Marine Corps dad, he was getting on to Dylan probably pretty good, and he made a statement. Chris just reminded me of this story the other day because he talks about this, so he just gets so tickled. Anyway, he made a statement to Dylan that this is his world,
That it's Chris's world.
Yeah,
Dylan's just living it.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
And Mom's like, now, Chris, it's his world too. It's his world too. And he gets so tickled to this day. Literally had that conversation the other day about something triggered the memory. But anyway, he is always
he's trying to be like tough Marine, like this is my world.
And Mom's in the back seat going. I mean, she did. She's like, Chris, this is his world too. So she's gonna correct me. It was just a funny memory.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That is funny.
Well,
I remember Patty called me and after Lily was born, because Mom had asked if she, come up and help, and everything, and just watching, y'all. I know Mom would go and everything,
Cook and
all that stuff, so I'm like, I said, well, Rachel's, come, so Mom was having to, but you called me, and it's like, Mom really wants to go, and stuff. So I think so. Her and Rachel both ended up,
yeah.
both ended up coming and
Yeah.
stuff. So
It is a different dynamic for
Yeah.
sure when you're the mom of the daughter versus the mom of the son.
Son,
You know,
right.
you do feel a little bit like
Yeah.
but it's all she wants to do is help and be there, for her kids.
right.
One story just did pop in my mind. I'm kind of changing the subject, but mom is soft spoken and as gentle as she is, can be like very mother bear too, protective, and the story of when we lived in the house that burnt down had all those huge windows, and I don't know why we didn't have curtains or sheets or whatever on those windows.
Sheets. I like the way we do
Well, that's because
That's
if
right.
it wasn't a curtain, you're gonna put a sheet
sheet,
up.
that's
I
right,
know.
But anyway, that was when I think some stuff had been going on where people were coming and stealing stuff, or I don't know, but there was anyway. We were there one night and somebody knocked on our door.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
hello, and nobody answered, and I think they knocked twice, and of course Dad's not home. And I mean, little old sweet mom, boy, she went to the back of the house like, where are you going? She comes back to the front, she's got a shotgun.
Yeah.
She's got it, and she said she walked around, and I think we must have had something over the blind or over the windows, because what she did, that's right, she and opened all of them and starts marching around the house like, what are you doing, Mom? And it was the one time that I ever heard Mom cuss, because she said, I'm going to make damn sure that anybody that's in this out there looking in this house knows that I got a gun.
That's right. That's
I
good.
was like,
Yeah, y'all
Mom.
hear that?
I hear you, Mom.
Well,
But you know what I'm saying? She just turned into she turned into Clint Eastwood.
Right.
What is his name?
Yeah, that's it.
Listen, I don't know if that's a scary thought after experiencing Mom at the lake house with a gun. All I know is
Tell
me,
that
Jackson, and
story.
Mary Ann went flying behind some couches and stuff.
Old
was
kitchen counter.
Yeah, what happened with that? I forgot.
I don't know who gave
Chris,
her a
I think it was
gun.
Well,
Chris's.
it was my gun.
It was
I
your
was gonna say, I
guy.
think it was because I think it was just us three in there,
Yeah.
and I think it was what kind
We're
of
standing around the island.
Yeah, it's just a small 3.8, and we're just talking about carrying guns, and I don't know. I think because watching something, watching something on the news. Anyway, we got to talking about carrying guns and everything, and I think we were talking about Mom being at home by herself.
I think that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Jason gave her the gun.
Yeah.
Did you give her the gun to hold?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, here, can I see it? And
She just
you know,
starts
I mean,
Yeah.
she's like,
waving
yeah, what? You know,
That's funny.
like, maybe Mom dumped me the gun.
I'm like,
That's
wow.
hilarious.
Mommy done shot her toe off.
man.
That's funny.
I feel like overall, like Mom has had, she's definitely had some times in her life that were rough. And I don't know, we can talk about this if you want to, but I mean, I thought about talking about the stories of the car landing on her.
Right.
or
Yeah. Yep.
The horse running away with her. But I think about being a mom with small children, and whenever our house burned down and Mom being away with Teresa at a hair appointment, and just the thought of her, finding out that the house is on fire,
Right.
knowing that the rest of her kids are there.
Right.
And I just will never forget whenever she, you know, got to us and, she sees the smoke, the black smoke just, in the
Boiling
sky.
in the sky, yeah.
And then I just will never ever forget her face when she gets out of the car and I'm out there with the neighbors, but y'all are all inside because it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
And just seeing her get out of the car and just go walking up with her hands open like this and really not even say anything, just like the look on her face was like, where are all the
Right.
kids? And they were like, they're safe, they're safe. And she's like, all she wanted to do was touch every one of y'all to make sure that you were, she didn't believe that y'all were okay until she could go and put her hands on every one of y'all.
Right.
Just a terrifying moment as a mother to, worry. I know it probably felt like a lifetime, but, she was told that everybody was out of the house whenever, she was told to come home.
Right.
But she didn't believe it until,
Right.
she could see that all her kids were safe. But just thinking about a tough time, I mean, again, working full time, having to start over because our house was not insured.
Not insured. Yep.
The house nor none of the things
Contents.
in the
Personal
house.
belongings.
Right.
Yep.
And I remember, I'd have broke down right then, but I know she said there were several days that went by, and I think her boss called her one day and said, how are you? Doing okay? And that was the first time she just broke down and cried. But she had held it together for multiple days, and that was the first time she cried was when whoever her boss was, called her and was like, Jane, well, how are you doing? And she just lost it.
Mm.
Just going through losing everything and having to start over. And
Yeah.
Brian's part of the story of that one's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I've seen her come down the dirt road.
the dirt road.
Right.
Doing Dukes of
Dukes of
Hazzard.
Hazzard.
Yeah,
Yep.
she was flying.
Brian was also running up and down the lane, back and forth, crying.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because Patty told me to grab Mary Ann and get out of there. So I grabbed Mary Ann in her diaper. I've got a pair of shorts on. I had camouflage shorts on, cut off shorts. They were.
Yeah, because y'all were all, it was summertime. Y'all
So
were all just
summertime
around the
and
house.
stuff, and grabbed you and went into running. And I will always remember the door opening up and just the entire living room, just in flames. I can just see it vividly. Yeah. And then the other thing I remember is you not knocking on the door, but banging on that door.
Yeah,
the neighbors just as hard as she could go. Of course, they come out and but. Yeah, and I never thought about the insurance thing until I started doing insurance.
Right.
And so then I ended up asking Mom and Dad about that.
Mm.
So.
Yeah.
Well, Mom and I have a lot of good traveling stories together, going up to see Patty and Ashley or Teresa and Chris, just me and her, just good little road trips. And that honestly will probably forever be some of my favorite times. And one little funny one was I guess it was the first time her and I had gone, maybe just her and I, because I know she'd been up to Charleston maybe with Jackie, like when Tristan was born. Was Tristan born?
That would have been Lejeune.
Anyways, Mom and I were going up to Charleston. Obviously, we don't have cell phones and GPS and all that. And it late at night, and we're going down the interstate. And you know how now, like you get in big cities, you see like all kinds of different signs of, there's like 100 exits for Charleston.
Yeah.
Right. So we're like on the road going to Charleston. And all of a sudden we look over and we're like, she's like, does that say Charleston? And I'm like, yeah, it does. And she's like, well, bye, Charleston. And we just kept on going.
That's funny.
I mean, we didn't get lost, right?
Right.
She was with me, not bad.
Right, I was about to say.
We didn't get lost. But anyways, it was just one of the, we just laughed so long and so hard because it was like, I mean, we didn't know where we were going. You know,
Right,
but Charleston was that way. And we thought that's where we were supposed to be going.
I had a similar note on here of the same thing whenever I was just all the funny stories, you know, ride with mom or all of us going shopping, and you know, it never fails. We don't just go shopping. We end up peeing in our pants because we're all
Mhm.
laughing about something. But
Right.
but whenever sorry.
I have a dent in your forehead.
So twofold on this. Number one, the fact that mom always supported us no matter what. So when I wanted to try out for the professional
Right, yeah.
baseball team, you know, in Orlando, you know, mom's not telling me, Hattie, don't be
Yeah.
dumb. You know, are you
Right.
crazy? Like, what are you doing? No, she says she, you know, rides with me, goes down there, supports me. But during that trip, me and mom together with no sense of direction, we end up on a very bad area with prostitutes and drug dealers all over the streets, and we are like, we don't know what we're doing or where we're going. No GPS, like you said. And of course, it was scary, but with mom, we're in there. All we can do is laugh, you know, laugh in the face of death. Anyway, just getting so tickled with, you know, she and I riding and laughing, and she could turn a situation into into, you know, funny,
Right.
Funny or
from-
panic.
or
What I was
panic,
well, I
yeah.
was what I was about to say was another thing about mom is, and it's something that when we were younger we thought it was more of this, but now that we're all adults and have our own children, we kind of understand it. Overprotective.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Like that's what we used to always say. You know,
Yeah.
she's so overprotective.
Mhm.
Right.
But I 100% see myself doing or being the same way that
Mhm.
she is. You know, you don't need to do that because that's dangerous.
Right.
You
Right.
know, like,
yeah.
One of my trips along with mom, I'm 26 years old. On the way to my wedding, she's like, "Well, you got any questions? Any thoughts?" No, mom, good. Good luck. Good. Yeah, she's like, "Any tips or anything?" I'm like, "No, good, mom, we good. We good,
I
mom."
mean, she didn't tell you about the baby oil.
Oh, she brought up the baby oil. Yeah. Yep.
Seriously,
Yeah, 100%.
That is.
she gets that from her dad.
Right.
Yeah. Virus.
That is so funny.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
That's hilarious.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think one of the funniest things with mom, this is just like a little, really nothing story, but it was one time being on the boat when you were talking about driving or whatever. We were on the boat and with Chris, and she's back there about to eat our chicken nuggets. And Chris takes off. You know, Chris, there's two speeds.
Right, yeah.
0 or 100. Okay. And he
Guns it.
guns it. And honey mustard goes all flying all over mom. In her hair, her face.
Think how
Wow.
much honey mustard she got.
we had went to Publix
Publix.
to get some of those little things, and she's all settled in, and you know, Chris is going through the wake zone. Boy, when he hits that
Yeah.
wake zone,
Yeah.
the end of it,
Yeah.
I mean, honey mustard.
And I bet she had that look on her face like that.
Not even a hang on or anything. It's just,
And that wind just took it all out of the container
Right.
and all over her.
golly.
It's very funny.
We with one time we at painting the house and everything on the way to church and not wanting to go to church or anything, and we pull in the parking lot and we see a little bit of paint in mom's hair. Son, and we thought, "Mom, there's paint all in your hair, Mom. You can't, you know, you can't be
Don't
going
need
to
to
church
go
like
to
that." Anyway, we convinced her not to go to church that day. She had paint in her hair.
That is
Yeah.
hilarious.
That is funny.
One of the church parking lot, Brian took it on 2 wheels because he wasn't using the brakes, and she's yelling brakes.
I don't know that one.
Well, okay, that's another thing. Talking about stuff that Mom always said with learning to drive was you don't want to wear out the brakes.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
You don't want to wear out the brakes.
Right.
That's when,
Yeah.
you know, and so Brian wasn't wanting to wear out the brakes. They pull in like on two wheels. She's like, brakes. So what Brian was doing.
Yeah, Mom, and the obsession with her tires.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, something happened to Mom as a child. With tires. I mean, that I've never in my life seen someone so obsessed with tires and the air in her tires.
Yeah.
So going through
She has
the,
wore Ashley out with that because I think she pulls into his house more than anywhere.
Yeah.
But when
Well,
she
she
pulls
used
into
to.
ours,
she used to.
well, she pulls into ours, and Chris, could you check my tires?
Well, and see, she doesn't. I feel bad because she doesn't. Ashley gives her a hard time. Of course, he doesn't mind checking her tires and putting air in the tires, but he also enjoys giving her a hard time about it.
Right,
So now she
right.
feels bad asking, but it's yeah.
Well, yesterday, so she pulls into the house because she wanted to freshen up from all the pictures and just sweating and, you know, everything. And so she come by the house to do all that. And so she pulls in with Brian's truck and
Oh my gosh. Watching her drive
Brian's
truck, she could barely see over the,
Right,
the steering
right.
wheel.
I know,
so I told her, I said, why don't you drive the CRV?
right?
Like, just leave Brian's truck here, leave the keys. If we need it, you know, just take the CRV. So she does. Now, the CRV is a 2011, okay? We just spent over $800 getting it all freshened up, okay? Running good. She calls me. What does TPS, whatever? I said, Ma, ain't nothing wrong with that car. It's good, right? Don't worry about whatever you're seeing. I hang up with her. Comes back a little bit later, a few minutes later. No, probably about 30 seconds later. What does fuel cap? I said, Mom, just put some napkins over that dash. Turn the music up.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, all right? So then I went to tell Stephen, and Stephen said, well, I thought about all that between that and the way she is with tires whenever you told her to take the CRV.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say she called you up about, say, hey, your tire pressure below here.
Well, I
Right.
really and truly, when she called me back the second time, I thought that's what it was, but the tires aren't low in the CRV. Now, if she'd have been in our Honda, the tire light stays on with that thing. Well, it did. Over in India.
Well, do y'all want to have any closing remarks or anything, or are you good, or what you got?
I'd just say that, you know, I mean, everybody, you know, says that, you know, I got the best mom, or, you know, but
I mean, let's be serious.
right. we have the best mom.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can beat the dedication and just the above and beyond that she does, and clearly, you know, it shows how much she loves her family and her family loves her.
Yeah, she's definitely the best example of what a mother should be. Her picture needs to be under mother in the encyclopedia. I mean, really.
No, for sure. I mean, it needs to be under all of them. Wife, mother,
Yeah.
grandmother,
Release Society president.
release everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And that's what kind of what
Employee.
I was thinking was just the example
Mm-hmm.
that she is in everything.
Yeah.
Is she perfect? Well, none of us are perfect, but she's about as close
Mm-hmm.
as it comes to
Yeah.
to being perfect in everything that she does.
And one of the hardest working people
Mm-hmm.
that I know, and I mean, doesn't complain about it, but I mean, 77 years old, the ability or to go out there and rake the leaves and mow and pile all the leaves up and take them to the back of the property and pressure wash the house and pressure wash this and that. I mean,
And
Yeah.
hard headed because she won't ask for help.
Right.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be a burden
a
Just
burden
on
to
anybody else.
Right.
You're not a burden, Mom.
There you go. Yeah, no, I'll say that you know, just definitely eternally grateful for Mom, and the I was trying to put an adjective in front of the word love, but just the unconditional unconditional love
Mhm.
that she's always provided, and the some of the things that we've already said. You can do anything, um, but don't do anything too dangerous. Um, I give her a hard time about me anytime I've mentioned any kind of military or police officer profession or anything like that. She didn't want me to do anything like that and
Mhm.
stuff. So, but just a great example, great mother-in-law. I know uh, Amanda sees her, as a just as much as a mother as well and
Mm,
stuff, and
I think they all do.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So,
Yeah. Ashley adores her too.
Her and her tires.
Yeah.
yeah,
I know I'm going to think about something as soon as this is over.
that's right. Yeah,
Like,
I
So
but I
give,
don't
should.
so
I
don't
give,
end it yet.
that's right.
Pretend to end it.
I give you a few minutes here. Yeah. So. But love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Happy birthday. And we've had an enjoyable time doing this. So
Mhm.
yep.
We love you.
Yep.
We are who we are because of you.
Very good.
Only the good.
All right, there you go.
Good.
Well, that's
Cool.
good.